Currently about 8 o'clock. It's been a good morning so far. We've seen a lot of deer, a lot of does. We actually had Shorty, our target buck, big 9-pointer, came in. Man, he just skirted the feeder. I don't know if he smelled something he shouldn't have, or he was just locked on some does behind us, but he skirted the feeder, didn't come in, but we almost got a shot at him. But other than that, we've had our wide 6-pointer, young wide 6-pointer come through. We had a spike come through, so it's been a pretty good morning. It's cold. I didn't wear enough layers. We're shaking this tree a little bit, but we're going to sit it till about 9:30, 10 o'clock and see what happens. See if a Shorty comes back, or even that buck we saw the past weekend. They had that split G2. We'll see if he comes back. We're back on the hilltop. It's a little bit change of scenery here. We're calling our first audible. It's December 12th. This morning we saw a bunch of small deer. I say a bunch. We saw 2 small bucks, but they were pushing does. We had an encounter with Shorty. I almost thought we were going to get it done this morning. I didn't get any of it on film, just because the way he was coming in. He kind of skirted me at about 30 yards, and he got within 30 for at one point he was well within 30. But after that hunt, I've noticed this all year, where these deer are coming from and where they like to travel on this one trail. And I finally moved my stand. It's long overdue, but we finally moved our set on the downwind side of this trail that they're traveling on. Pros and cons of it, though. The pros of it is, hopefully with this move, he'll never be downwind of us again. If I couldn't even count how many times he's busted me over the past couple of years, just because I know he's busted me. Even last year he busted me, I think 2 or 3 times. Shorty did. But hopefully with this move on this trail, we're going to be upwind of him, or downwind. We're going to be downwind of him. So that's pretty much the biggest pro about this set right now that we're sitting in. Now the cons, one, we moved it this morning after the morning hunt. Shorty came in and he got downwind of me, but he kind of just bumped. He didn't really spook, so I think we're good. I think he'll come back through in the afternoon. He's been on the camera for like the past 5 days, coming to the corn, not even chasing does. So this stand is for him, but that's one of the cons, is we moved it this morning. Now, like I said, this is long overdue. I should have done this a long time ago. I've been seeing the deer come on this trail. If I shoot him this afternoon, I'll be mad at myself for wasting this much of the season playing cat and mouse with him, you know. And then the other con is, it's a little bit of both. We can see a lot to our right, where I know they're coming from. Over here on my right, we can see a lot of that area, so good chances are we'll see him before he comes in. But the only con is our only shot is literally to the feeder down below, and it's about an 18-20 yard shot. Good thing is we got up a little bit higher in this tree, just the way it is. But like I said, that's our only shot, is this feeder. Now I can see a lot over my right shoulder, which is a good thing, but we can't shoot any of it, pretty much. So we're going to get settled in. I got high hopes, maybe not so much for this hunt, but in the morning I feel like it may be pretty good. Been a lot of chasing. I think it is going to get a little bit colder tonight. And this morning all those bucks were chasing. We had deer before daylight. We had deer at the feeder, and they ran off because I could hear grunts, and they were chasing buck chasing a doe, so hopefully this cold weather's got Shorty on his feet. Alright, so as you can see, we're not in the stand. The forecast said it was supposed to pour down this morning, but it didn't. So we slept in. We're gonna slip up here. It's gonna be more so like a little part of a little vlog or so. We're gonna go back up here with my camera and we're gonna slip it in on a big old scrape that I found yesterday whenever I got out of the stand. So anyways, we're gonna do that. We didn't hunt this morning. We probably would have shot him at 15 yards because, you know, that's how it works. The morning you're not in the stand, he shows up like he should. But anyways, we're gonna go slip back there and we're gonna hang that camera up on a scrape, see what kind of videos we can get, and see if it's our big target buck coming in that scrape. So we'll get to it. So this right here, this is a scrape, but not the scrape that we're gonna hang that camera on. I'm gonna get back here. Whew. Gotta eat a taco. Reward myself when all this is said and done. This is as you can see, man, this is pretty thick. Look at all these little pine trees. So we have planned for next year to get up here with the chainsaw and cut all these small pines down, because I mean they're like little bean poles but everywhere. And I mean, whenever we were to cut all these small ones, like less than 4 or 5 inches in diameter, Jesus Christ, we'd have a huge area to hunt back here, and you could see a lot. And we'd leave a lot of these like yopons and stuff, just because that's a lot of the it's a lot of what these deer like to make their scrapes on. Like right here, see, another scrape. That one's actually been being hit a little bit. I actually have a video of Shorty right here in this area. I've had the camera on this one. I'll try and add a little clip of that video into here. But yeah, if we were to cut all these little pine trees, man, you would have a gigantic area that I bet these deer would hang out at all day. Which we really wouldn't want them to hang out all day because we want to sneak up here and hunt them, but it'd be almost perfect. And see, that right there is the tree I'm thinking about hanging a stand in next year. Got good cover from this cedar tree. But anyways, yeah, like I said, I mean, we're right here by the feeder, and we have all this. Alright, here's the scrape that I want to hang on. Got a little licking branch right there. We're going to set this camera up. And it's pretty torn up. There's some good claw marks in there from where they're peeling that back. So it's right on a pretty good trail that leads right there. So we're going to hang this camera up here. Find a good scrape. Hang that camera on it. Put it to video and see what all bucks we got in the area. So alright, she's set. So it's time to get out of here, and we're gonna head back to Corpus. We'll be back in 3 days to hunt. But real quick, look at how high I am up there. I love being high in a tree. Higher the better for me.